Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Buckeye Freight Railing. Yesterday morning, I set out for House on the Hill. Got to House on the Hill, and there was a train sitting there. And I wanted to get his front end, so I came back down to Carlisle where I could get him. Well, same thing happened this morning. So there's a train sitting up at House on the Hill, so I came down here to get him. And in the meantime, a CSX came through, so you'll see that first. And see what else we can get today. I promise I'm going back up to House on the Hill. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Got a train coming around the corner up here. Wow, he was moving on. I think that was M511, guys. Detroit to Cincinnati. If I hear any different, I'll let you know. All right, thanks for watching. All right, we got a train coming, the CSX. Not sure what it is. 141. right, guys, that is I-141. There's a train coming north down there on the siding. I'm going to go ran up to Union Road there because I think we got an NS coming down. That one that's at the house on the hill. I think he's getting ready to come down, so I need to get up there quick. Thanks for watching. All right, no sign of the NS train yet, but we do have M560 coming up right now. He just came off the siding, so he's powering up. Coming at you. Has some mow equipment on the front. All right, M560, Cincinnati to Syracuse, New York. Had a bunch of empty trash cars on there. Had maintenance of way equipment on the front. At least one piece. Looks like an excavator. All right. I don't know where the NS train is. Again, if you just joined me, I was going to go to House on the Hill again today, but there's a train sitting up there and I couldn't get any CSX or anything there while he's sitting. So that's why I'm back down here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. All right, we got an NS train, but it's not the one I was thinking of. This is an eastbounder. The one that's at House on the Hill's a westbounder. All right, 278 coming at you. All right, that is NS 278. The train up House on the Hill was a mixed freight train. And I don't know why he's not moving yet. Maybe he's waiting for him to clear. But I was not even expecting that 278 there. All right, folks, thanks for watching. All right, folks, this is the House on the Hill. I promised you I'd come up here. Well, this train is still here. The front end is right down there at the next crossing. I think it's tied down. I didn't see anybody in it. So the reason I'm not rail fanning here, if any CSX come down the hill over there on their track, you won't be able to see them because this guy is blocking. These poor people that own the House on the Hill, they can't get in or out. So that's the reason I'm back down in Carlisle again. And we haven't had a train in 2 hours. I got here at 5:30 this morning, got my last train at 7:30. It's now 9:30. All right, folks, I'm gonna wait around a little longer, see if we can get something else down in Carlisle. Thanks for watching. All right, gates coming down. We got M510 coming up. We got Adventures with Joey Boats here. 1960 Gambit is here. He's on down that way trying to get the train. So got M510 coming at you. Cincinnati to Detroit, Michigan. He's like 230 axles. Not very long. All right, there you go, M510, heading to Detroit, Michigan. All right. I say we get another one. What do you think? Thanks for watching, guys. All right, got an eastbound Norfolk Southern. NS 178. Over there is 1960 Gambit. Waiting on him as well. All right, 178 coming at you. Out of Chattanooga. Got a mid DPU coming up. right, there you go. That was a nice long train. NS 178 with a mid DPU. All right. Thanks for watching, folks.